Ladies and gentlemen, The Outer World, épisode 2. Bitch. Ok. Ah oui, j'avais plus de trucs de soins là. Comment je fais pour récupérer des trucs? Un médecin. Installateur médical. Votre compétence de médecine. L'adréno dépendent de votre compétence de médecine. Que j'aille en boutique quoi.
Destination reached. The groundbreaker.
Can we talk? Sometimes I wonder about Mr. Hawthorne. What was he like? Why'd he make the computer a talkie? You think he got lonely, flying about on his own?
Remember that you are not insured.
Hey, be careful with those crates, huh?
Let's talk when you're free.
A CCN 76 milk chocolate bar with caramel and pea free nuts in it. It's my birthday bar.
So, how's this work? Do we get a table? Stand in a corner?
Employee morale is at an all-time high due to the overwhelming...
Hey, Ellie. Having your usuals?
Not today. I'm on the job.
Never thought I'd see the day. A new face. What's your pleasure, stranger?
Il est là, Panus. El Piratos. Le pilier de la chaîne, bordel. Faut que je trouve où je dois acheter les espèces d'injections de soins, j'en ai plus. J'ai pas trouvé depuis hier. Au calme. Alors, t'as essayé le... T'as essayé de stream ou quoi? Les marchands du système s'arrêtent ici.
Only the usual. Marauders all over space. You ever wonder how folk who can't figure the bleeding edge technology of a spoon can manage to get ships into space?
Ah, t'avais des problèmes de connexion. Oh.
What ain't I got?
Un chat noir, mon gars. Moi aussi, ouais, j'étais emmerdé il y a quelques jours. D'accord, elle vend de l'alcool.
Okay, so what are we drinking? You're the expert? Oh, and don't worry on the
Ils ont mis
price. I
Taline
got
sous
this.
surveillance.
Let's just do it proper.
T'as de la marge de bruit sur ta ligne? Généralement, c'est pour observer, tu vois, ce qui se passe. Ouais, c'est ça, t'as une marge, ta marge de bruit qui fait du yo-yo. Et ils vont vérifier de bout en bout, tu vois. Et sinon, après, c'est perturbateur électrique.
Well, drunk's what I'm aiming for, so I'll take your word on it. Bottoms up.
Didn't think you had it in you. I'm impressed.
Ouais, bah si t'as de la marge de bruit, c'est ça, tu vois.
That's good. I'm fine.
Et elle augmente, ton débit il chute.
Oh, propellant.
Mais tu perds pas la
Oh,
synchro, tu vois.
stars, I can feel it settling.
Parce qu'ils ont un...
Captain, I'm pining for June.
Ils ont un DLM, tu vois. Ils ont un robot, tu vois, avec du... Un robot... il va adapter ton... Tu vois, la marge de bruit en fonction de la qualité de la ligne. Ah ouais, Call of. Il y a tout le monde sur Call of, là, j'ai vu. Hein.
Specifically. Definitely specifically. Oh, why'd I drink that? I mean, just with Junlei.
Call of Duty, c'est
I
mort.
don't know what to do about us. Well, she talked about another girl, right? Isabel. Mentioned her by name and everything, like she wanted me to know. Maybe I've been making a right fool of myself this whole time. Maybe she's not interested after all.
Exactly. Takes a lot of trust to hand over that kind of blackmail material.
I don't know, I'd call it, sensual. That's a lot. It did. Oh dear, I hadn't really... Oh my goodness. And I told you?
Let's read it right now, just to be sure.
It was real long and rambly. She was telling me a story about her dad.
Eh ouais, bordel.
And Isabel did all sorts of things to try to win his favor.
Pas mal, mec, hein, via Outer Worlds.
Dad's approval, but they carried on anyways. Made something good out of a bad situation. Then it all went down the tubes. Do you think Junlei still has feelings for her?
C'est un Fallout bien fait, quoi, tu vois. Contrairement à Bethesda.
Thinking so makes me liable to lose my lunch, Captain. I never done this before. A relationship. How do I know if she cares the same way I do? I need another drink. Right now. Before I lose my nerve.
Vous devriez peut-être arrêter tant que vous tenez encore debout. Persuasion, mon gars.
Water's for cowards. Okay, maybe you're right. I am a little woozy. Hydration, here I come.
Aw, this was just about to get fun.
Shush you. Captain, I want to talk to Junlei all the time. Even about silly things, but I'm so scared. Figuring feelings ain't so easy as saying words, Captain. Someone so brave as you, well, you can't understand. Does she think I'm as pretty as I think she's handsome? What if she doesn't like me? What if she does? What if she's still got feelings for that lady, Isabel? What if we get together and she gets bored of me? There's nothing easy about spilling your guts to the person who's got your heart in their hands. You know I'm not interested in physical affection. Well, it's tripped folks up in the past. Folks I thought cared about me for me. What if she's not okay with that? What if she is, but then later, she's not?
Ouais, c'est RPG là. Hein. Les dialogues. C'est du vrai RPG. Beaucoup de choix en vrai.
You're not. You're like me? Must be why you got so many friends. So we're kin-like. That makes me, well, unaccountably happy, Captain. It's a lonely thing being different like this. So, feeling how you do.
Bordel.
What if she really does like me and then she changes her mind? What do you mean, Captain? So if I'm doing my very best to be kind and open-hearted, I shouldn't worry how she thinks of me? Gosh, I don't know that I got that in me. Sometimes I feel real mean inside, Captain. I think ungenerous thoughts. Yeah. I like the way you put that, like, it's okay to want to be better for her, and not impossible to try. Well, Captain, this has been a whole lot. I got just... wow. So much to think about. Do you think I should ask her on a date? All right. There's no need to...
135 expériences, bordel.
Okay. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna ask June out. Just as soon as we get back to the ship. I mean, probably. Eventually. Thanks for hearing me out and giving me counsel. And, well, for being a friend. It means a whole lot. You're good people, Captain.
This was fun. We should do it again after you send that message.
Huh. All right. Thank you, guys. You're real good friends, you know that? I wish there was a place we could all live quiet together. Come on, let's go. Can we talk?
There's your drink, ma'am. If you want anything else, just flag me down.
Just keep coming around. This seats my berth for the night.
Ok.
How's business around the station? What's the holding pattern for a berth shorter today?
It's shorter. The chief's finally got enough hands to coordinate docking, and the board's got to make their shipments.
I thought Chief and the board were already...
Ouais, c'est stylé.
They were. Hell, they still are. But Junlei don't gotta send her engineers running all over the station trying to fix those radiators anymore.
So we got a temperate station and a quick dock. What more can you ask for? Hey, you.
Bon, c'est pas comme Borderlands, tu vois, mais... Ça fait un peu, ouais, c'est le shading, ouais. Ouais, il y a deux écoles, hein. Moi aussi j'aime pas ce qui est simulation, tu vois. Simulation du réel, j'aime pas. Moi ce que j'aime pas sur Borderlands, c'est c'est la formule en vrai. Tiens, mais où je peux... Ah, Medical Bay, c'est là, je crois.
Hello. Junlei called up from engineering. Said I should let you buy medical supplies from our stores. Dr. Fenhill, I hope you're not here to harass any of our patients.
Harassing? Come on, I was trying to help Jesse.
You have a creative definition of helping.
Then it's lucky for us both that I've found gainful employment with someone who appreciates my ingenuity.
Good luck with this one, Captain. Now, is there something I can help you with?
Docteur M. Furu.
A better selection than you'll find on the promenade deck, and a quality commensurate with a friend of the station.
Caféine liquide survitaminé. Adrénachronine active. Vitesse de déplacement plus 20%. Vitesse d'attaque avec les armes de corps à corps plus 20%. Redescente d'adrénachronine. Tous les attributs moins 1. Non, c'est pas ça, c'est un truc pour me soigner moi que je veux. Améliorateur de guérison par injection, soin d'adrénalo, je crois c'est ça. Ah, je peux en avoir que 3 quoi. Et donc je suis supposé les mettre ici. Ah ouais d'accord, c'est ça en vrai. Mais je peux pas en avoir plus.
Something I can help you with? A better selection than you'll find on the promenade deck, and a quality commensurate with a friend of the station.
Ah ouais, il en vend que 3 quoi. Elle en face, elle en vend ou pas?
You looking to shoot targets, varmints, or marauders? Whatever it is, I'll set you square.
Non, elle en vend pas. Ok. Je pense que je vais retourner sur le vaisseau. Mais bon, 3 seringues, je vais pas aller loin avec ça.
I was doing some maintenance on the radiators and found this lying around. You look like you need it more than I do.
Coup de peps. Ultimatum 215.
Not getting into too much danger, are you? Could always liven your day with a
Je suis pas sûr qu'elle vend des seringues, elle.
Sublight for life. Corporations never lifted a finger.
Sublight for life.
CNT chicken and potatoes. At CNT, we know our CNT.
Donc on retourne au vaisseau. Ah, peut-être lui.
Is it just me or is Groundbreaker feeling extra chilly? Maybe you ought to help yourself to a piping hot frozen dinner.
Juste un petit avertissement, vous êtes toujours enregistré sur l'un des terminaux publics.
Shit. Oh, shit. No, I mean, yeah, excellent. Yeah, that was intentional. As the face of Space's choice, it's my honor to be a public figure. Who needs privacy when you have jobs?
Elle donne le cafard sa tête, mec.
Have a look.
Avec son crâne là. Je m'y attendais pas en vrai, tu vois. Avoir cette tête de nœud. Ok, donc là, on remonte dans le vaisseau. Je vais essayer d'avancer dans la quête que j'ai commencé hier.
I believe I hear Felix and Parvati discussing the latest Aetherwave serial.
Donc j'étais là sur Terra 2.
We're now in orbit above Roseway, Captain. Stay safe out there.
Stay safe out there. Captain. Oh. J'ai envie d'éternuer. Normalement, j'ai un déplacement rapide là. Ici, voilà. Hors la loi. Alors t'as vu quand t'actives ton... ta technique qui ralentit le temps là? Tu peux viser des points faibles. Ouais, tu peux avoir... T'as des PNJ qui peuvent t'accompagner, tu vois. Bon, ils sont faibles quand même. J'aurais pas dû les attaquer en frontal comme ça.
That Chief Junlei sure seems well, huh? Sure thing, Captain. I'll be waiting back at the Unreliable if you need me.
Something on your mind?
Allez, on va se téléporter. Ici. Faut pas que je les attaque en frontal comme ça. Alors je me couvre bien quoi.
What was that?
Ah, le bâtard. C'est de la merde cette arme en vrai. J'ai changé d'arme je crois.
Got a sec?
On va tester avec celle-là. Quelle arme de merde. J'ai l'impression qu'elle fait 0 dégâts. Ou alors je suis pas assez proche. Je vais pas assez au corps à corps. Ouais, c'est ça, tu vois. La portée est pas ouf en vrai. Faut aller au corps à corps. Bim. En vrai, il faut aller au corps à corps. Ok, donc c'est une arme de bourrin en vrai ça.
We're just gonna walk in? I mean, it's a secret right on it.
The real covert labs don't gotta advertise it.
Faire compétence. Attends, je vais monter médecine peut-être. Avantage, j'ai un point aussi. « 25% jauge max de dilatation temporelle. » Jauge max de dilatation temporelle. Ah oui, c'est la technique spéciale qui ralentit le temps et qui active les faiblesses sur les ennemis. Je vais prendre 25% de vitesse de sprint. Ouais, tu sais, quand t'actives ton skill qui ralentit le temps là, quand tu vises les ennemis, ils ont des points faibles qui apparaissent. Genre intimidation, aveuglement, brûlure.
Who the... You. Yeah, you. Get up. You care to explain what you're doing here? Did you miss the big sign outside?
Ouais, quand tu crées ton personnage au début, tu vois, tu peux choisir, mais c'est plus des attributs en fait. C'est selon les attributs que tu choisis, tu vois. Tu vois, là j'avais des points genre science, corps à corps, distance. Donc du coup, ça dépend comment tu dépenses tes points. Et quand tu crées ton personnage au départ, t'as un bonus, tu vois. Selon le rôle que tu choisis, t'as un bonus dans différents attributs. Donc ça dépend, tu vois, comment tu dépenses tes points, quoi.
That I am. Name's Porter. If Doc Crane did send you, I'd be glad for the help. Bad news is we haven't been able to clean these outlaws out of the lab. Good news is they haven't been able to escape neither.
Pas lui, leur la loi, bordel.
That's how they got in. We got that locked down. There's no access from their level without a security keycard. That also means no fresh air down there. Probably reeks of Raptidon musk. Couldn't happen to a nicer bunch. They don't care which side their lunch is on, but the Rapt cells are down with the outlaws, so they're the appetizers. When it looks like they're fixing to make a sally upwards, I have a sniper pop the lock on a Rapt cell. It's kept them busy. Thanks. Company will probably bill me, but better lose a rap than get shot, I says.
Le rapace, mon gars.
For now, I reckon they got no
Il les a piégés comme des rats en vrai.
We don't neither. And our mechanicals all went haywire for some damn reason. Damn mechanicals have always been more trouble than they're worth.
Que vous faites ici exactement?
Pretty damn sure. The shafts are sealed with 4-centimeter hatches. They're not getting back out that way without a security keycard. They'd need to take mine. Or make a new one in my office, I guess. Why you want to know that? One level down across from the cafeteria.
Ouais, je vais aller récupérer une carte dans le labo.
To get in, they'd have to blow it. We'd hear.
Persuasion, mon gars.
Organized crew like this, they probably got somebody to do that. You got a point. Better to be safe than shot in the back. Who, me? Or you mean the lab in general? Soap or something? I don't know. Years back they made antibiotics. You could maybe ask Doc Crane what he does all day. Oh, the pay ain't much, but it's never been about the bits. I like Roseway.
You've got nice views and more sprats than people. What's not to like?
I'm in charge of site safety engineering. Most days that means making sure folks don't...
Ça se trouve c'est lui leur la loi, bordel.
Most days there ain't nothing to hear but wind, bugs, and the buildings falling slowly to pieces. Well, it's not like the rain's coming in the roof. Not yet, anyway.
Huh? Carry on.
Barricadé. Donc coriace ce bordel. Hein. J'en ai 9 de ça. Adrénano.
Can we chat?
C'est mieux là. Hein. J'ai vu la lumière là. On dirait que j'ai un debuff qui Ah, j'ai 3 skills là, Z, c'est quoi ça? Ah oui, c'est pour ramener les... D'accord. Et le X.
I'm going. Be right there.
carnage dans cette zone. Hein. Le petit dessin en bas, on dirait une armure. Où? En bas à droite? Ah ouais, là. Près de l'arme, là. C'est parce que le... Je crois qu'il faut que je répare mon armure, tu vois. Ouais, c'est ça, tu vois. Elle est endommagée. Faut la réparer en vrai. T'as pareil pour les armes, tu vois, t'as un atelier. T'as des ateliers où tu peux... J'en ai un dans le vaisseau aussi. Hein. Où tu peux réparer ton stuff et poser des modificateurs dessus. Ah putain, j'ai pas la compétence pour vendre aux marchands. Niveau 12. Compétence de défense plus 5. Ah, là, il y a des modificateurs d'armes, tu vois. Ah, la modification d'armure, là, ici. Et la modification d'armes. Silencieux du murmure. Ça, je prends par contre. Je peux prendre les 11, j'achète les 11. Allez, bim. Voilà, comme ça j'en ai 12 pour une aiguille. 12 recharges pour une aiguille. Ah, c'est bon, là j'ai de quoi me soigner de ouf là. S'il y a des aiguilles aussi ici, je prends. Reloot. Tu sais qu'il est dans le Game Pass, un panneau. Je sais pas si c'était... C'était au courant. Il est dans le Game Pass Xbox. Ah, ils ont envoyé du lourd quand même à Microsoft, hein. €3,99.
Don't know about you, but this just makes me want to get inside even more. If they didn't want to tempt us, why'd they lock it up?
Ouais, ça fait un moment qu'il y est. Je l'avais préinstallé, tu vois, avant la date de sortie. Tu pouvais l'installer, mais tu pouvais pas le démarrer, tu vois, comme il était pas sorti. Ouais, c'est du lourd, hein. Game Pass, mon gars. Avec des gros jeux. Voilà ce qu'ils ont fait là avec le... Avec Love Beta sur PC, ça envoie vraiment la bûchette. Hein. Ah, je peux pas le déverrouiller. Bon, j'ai bien tout, tout liquidé là, on est d'accord. Ah, franchement, il est excellent. Le coffre-fort est ouvert de force. Éliminer les hors-la-loi, éliminer les raptadions. Ouais, donc ils se sont fait le coffre-fort, mon gars. Petite sauvegarde. Ah ouais, oh. Bah ouais. Ah, il est dans le Game Pass. Il a eu quoi ton kleps? Ah, ça coûte cher, hein, vétérinaire en vrai. Hein. Alors la loi ça? Ah non.
You! Over here! Oh, good. You're not shooting at me. That's a start. It's been a bit of a day, so I'll get to the point. Yes, I have Crane's research. No, I'm not giving it back. Sorry to disappoint you.
Ah, c'est elle. Et je vais lui mentir.
I suppose it does not matter.
Elle qui a volé les documents.
Or you are some scavenger come to rob me in my moment of weakness. Let's make a deal. I'd like to go on living. You'd probably like to make some money. Help me get out of here, and I will pay you for your trouble. You mean other than the satisfaction of doing me a good turn? Trust me, I'll make it worth your while. Same reason you are, more than likely. I imagine we picked up the same tip. Secret research facility, abandoned town, minimal security. No, but it is a secret. Well hidden.
Ah, elle est...
Off the map. Any place worth hiding is worth
Il
raiding.
s'est fait bouffer, mon gars.
Granted, diet toothpaste is not exactly what comes to mind when I imagine secret research and underground labs.
Les castagnettes coupées? Putain. J'ai pas lu ce... Pourquoi il s'est fait couper les couilles? Castration ou quoi?
Diet toothpaste. Can you imagine a more pernicious example of corporate materialism? I do not know what is worse. Working here or dying here.
Ah, je sais pourquoi il lui dit ça, parce que comme il a été ranimé par le docteur, là, il pue le mort en vrai. C'est censé être mort normalement, c'est un espèce de scientifique là qui te ramène à la vie.
What matters is that I have been lied to. I was led to believe this was a high-priority corporate facility hiding valuable research. This job was not supposed to end with me stuck in some wretched lab smelling like rats. So I would be very much obliged if you gave me a break.
Le sang de Théma.
You mean other than the satisfaction of doing me a good turn? Trust me, I'll make it worth your while.
Ouais, je savais pas. Et du coup, t'es obligé de leur enlever une couille, quoi.
The first thing I need is a key card to unlock my door. Then I'd need you to clear me a path out of here. There are two ways out. The quickest is through the front door, but Clio security's bottled up in there. If you don't want to shoot them, I suppose you could talk to them. The other way out is through the loading bay, but you'd have to clear out the wraps for me. Then I could just slip out the back, sight unseen. Because Crane is a tool. Because no good deed goes unrewarded. Because doing me a good turn is the honorable and decent thing. Take your pick. Crane is being used by Auntie Cleo. And now he is trying to use you. So what does that make you?
Tiens, qu'est-ce que je lui réponds, bordel? Quelqu'un qui ne se retrouve pas coincé dans un laboratoire souterrain après avoir perdu la moitié de ses hommes.
Fair. But while I may be trapped for the moment, those scientists are trapped
De
in
3.
slavery for the rest of their sad, sorry little lives.
C'est trop rasoir.
Don't you see?
Ciao.
I am setting these people free.
Crève dans ta boîte.
I am doing them a favor. Won't you do me one in return?
Vous ne comprenez vraiment pas, je suis là pour libérer ces gens.
You might be the first stroke of luck I've had all day. Thank you. I'm in your debt.
J'aurais dû l'éliminer, non?
Ask away. I have got nothing but time. Sell it, of course. I don't have any use for the scribblings of idiotic scientists, but whoever gave me this tip obviously does. Assuming I make it out of this place alive. And with my ship out of commission, I'll have to leave on foot and hope my luck changes. One problem at a time, I suppose. From the day we are born, we are made to obey. Never question, never hope, never dream of anything greater than the lot appointed to us. Corporations expect us to work until the day we die. But they could not give a half-bit shit about our lives.
Elle a raison. Elle est un peu énervée quand même.
I have been asking myself the same question. Our tactics were sound, but no battle plan survives contact with the enemy. We were acting on a good tip, but the tip never mentioned the rapts. When we hit the lab, those rapts got loose, tore through as many of ours as theirs. No one asks why anymore. The establishment tells us to live here, work there, eat that, drink this. All our choices are made for us, so we forget we ever had a choice. I am doing this because I can. Because it thrills me. Because I take a deep and profound pleasure from stabbing at the heart of corporate power, no matter how shallow the wound.
La connexion qui lag. Regarde dans ton outil de monitoring de ta box. Tu peux voir si tu as des variations de marge de bruit.
Nothing beyond the purview of a talented freelancer like you.
Normalement, elle doit être stable, tu vois, ta marge de bruit, ça doit être genre une ligne droite. Encéphalogramme plat. Si tu vois qu'elle fait le yo-yo, tu vois, sur le graphique, c'est que t'as soit un problème directement, tu vois, de bout en bout sur la ligne, ou soit un perturbateur électrique. Ouais. Persuasion, mon gars.
Why? So they can regroup behind their walls and mount another assault? Never mind. I'm obviously in no position to argue with you. If you can talk those guards into standing down, my people will follow suit. I'll help however I can. A raptidon is an apex predator, native to the jungles of Monarch. They are entirely unsuited to life on Terra 2, which may account for their horrible temper and appetite. What? Do not give me that look. I am allowed
En vrai, c'est une scientifique elle aussi.
Biology happens to be one of them. Yes, we accidentally released the rapts into the world when we attacked this place. But I am not at fault here. Those scientists had no business experimenting on these creatures. Oh, for goodness sake. They are just animals. Aggressive, territorial, frightened, and very probably hungry animals, but they die to gunfire like anything else. I do remember one of those feckless scientists yammering something about a raptidon suppression system. How should I know? I left his body where I shot him. Take your time. I am, to my chagrin, not going anywhere.
Can we talk? Something you need?
Où est le médecin? Elle est là. Laboratoire de Vogue. De Vogen.
Reminds me of medical school.
Je vais calibrer l'expérience. Achever l'expérience. Purger. Urgence l'échantillon. Consulter. Apprenti alchimiste. Vous avez obtenu muscle de rapide ton. Ça c'est une arme.
I would ask what was on your mind, but the answer is obviously me.
J'aurais peut-être dû l'attaquer en vrai. Sniper hors la loi. Chef d'escouade. Il y a un putain de mob en bas là. Je pense qu'il veut pas nous faire des bisous.
Oh, look at how big she is. Take your best shot, asshole. Try something stronger. Get past that armor. Get on. The last of him.
Corps à corps, elle marche mieux cette arme en vrai. Bonbonne de gaz sédatif. Et il en manque une troisième. T'as regardé sur directement sur ta box? Il y a des grosses merdes mon gars dans la cellule. Tu vois, normalement tu peux voir la marge de bruit, tu vois. Et le débit brut en upload, download. Là, tu dois avoir un outil avec des stats, tu vois. Le lien de synchronisation, donc genre à quel débit t'es synchronisé, tu vois. En débit montant et débit descendant. Bordel. Bordelus. Ok, bon, ici on va dire c'est clean. Y'a pas d'autres portes, hein, on est d'accord. Ah, s'il y a une cellule là. C'est quoi ces cris de la mort? Vulnérabilité aux dégâts physiques. À force d'avoir pris trop de coups, vous êtes désormais vulnérable aux dégâts physiques. Ah ouais, c'est un affixe, genre. Mais je prends un affixe, mais je gagne un point d'avantage. À plus 25% sur la dilatation temporelle à chaque ennemi tué. 50% dégâts des armes scientifiques. Chance de recharger la capacité d'un compagnon. 15% de santé restaurée par ennemi tué. Allez, on prend ça direct. Pas d'histoire, mon gars. 20% de quantité de soins prodigés par l'inhalateur. Je vais lui mettre un fusil tactique à elle aussi. Aiguillon à rapti. À la mitraillette, j'ai pas de cartouche quoi. Ah si. 127. Non, ils vendent pas de seringues. Nos seringues. Distributeur. Allez, free loot. Ah oui, et là on ressort là.
Hey there. You the fella Cass called about? That I am. Got left out here to watch for reinforcements. Name's Lillian. Hope you're having a better time than us. Definitely got something large and uncomfortably shaped up her nethers. Yammering on about rights and privileges and what all. I'm like, lady, just sing out when you want something shot. Leastways, her pamphlets make good kindling. I've had better. Lost some things in a dust-up. But I didn't get eaten like some of our crew. Got that going for me. Some of them were okay. You don't get too close in this work. And Dylan, well, ain't no one gonna regret his passing. Least of all his mama.
I was near the Raptidon pen when they got loose. Had to set a few to rights. When I got to checking if all my parts were still attached, I realized I dropped my cigarette case.
I look busy to you. It's surrounded by pissed off Raptidons. My mama didn't raise no dumbasses.
This was a Spacer's Choice commemorative case. Some promo for Founding Day they did back in, I forget the year. Worth decent bits to
Ils l'ont laissé se faire bouffer par les lézards, bordel.
Maybe it'd be better off in someone else's hands.
Well, you'd sure as hell have earned it, wouldn't you?
Mais sur ta box, t'as pas un outil pour voir le débit montant, débit descendant, tu vois? Le débit brut. Genre à combien t'es synchronisé? Ah d'accord. Ouais, c'est pas normal ça, c'est bizarre. Hein. Ah oui, c'est pas des opérateurs... C'est quoi comme opérateur? Pas des opérateurs français. Proximus. Il va avoir une interface, c'est obligé quand même. Image. Proximus. Ah si, regarde, t'as un outil. Après, je sais pas c'est où tu as dans ton interface. Ouvrir l'image dans un nouvel onglet. Regarde là. Là, tu dois pouvoir voir tes... Tu vois ici, là, sur la photo d'écran, tu as une interface, là, sur ton truc Proximus. Ton FAI. Et là, tu vois, t'as le débit de synchronisation en download, donc en descendant, et en upload, en montant, là. Upstream line rate et downstream line rate. T'as ça, et après pour la marge de bruit, ça doit être dans la colonne ADSL statistique. La colonne juste à côté là. Bah l'onglet juste à côté en vrai. onglet à côté de VDSL, tu vois. Là, c'est l'onglet VDSL statistique et en haut, tu dois avoir l'onglet ADSL statistique. Et là, tu dois avoir ta marge de bruit. Par contre, je sais pas comment on accède à ce menu, tu vois, mais c'est dans ta box ou dans ton compte Proximus. Ouais. Peut-être, tu vois, si on met accès, interface box, Proximus, on aura peut-être le... Ah, c'est ça, regarde. Comme les box françaises, en vrai. Tu mets ça dans ton navigateur. Pour te connecter sur ta box. Hein. Bien voilà, j'ai trouvé la page. Donc normalement, tu vois, via cette interface, tu dois avoir le menu qu'on a vu sur le... Tu dois pouvoir accéder au menu qu'on a vu sur la photo d'écran avant là. Voilà, c'est juste pour connecter le Wi-Fi, mais ça doit être par là, tu vois. Après, tu dois avoir plusieurs modèles de box, tu vois, donc l'interface doit être différente selon le modèle de ta box. Mais voilà, les classes de sous-réseau, tu vois, c'est les mêmes, pour le réseau local, c'est les mêmes qu'en France. Ouais. Attends, je ferme ça.
An outdoor raptidon pen yonder, past the main entrance. Law only knows why they're breeding the damn things. I'd be obliged. Just don't lose any parts trying.
damn turncoat. We saw everything. You must think me a fool. I was watching on the security cameras. You got downright friendly with the outlaw leader. I reckon we got nothing to say to each other. You best back yourself out of here. Nice and slow. You got 1 minute. Starting now.
Persuasion, gars.
You convinced her to let us leave in peace. Listing the ills we've been done ain't exactly putting me in a mind to compromise.
Ouais, t'as juste ça. Et depuis ton compte? Attends. Chat de... On y accède en vrai, tu dois pouvoir y accéder, c'est obligé, attends. Proximus. C'est quoi ton modem? C'est Sagem genre? Ah ouais, c'est du Sagem. B-Box 3, d'accord. On va regarder comment on accède à ton interface d'administration, tu vois. Ouais, c'est l'adresse que je t'ai donnée avant, là, 192.168.1.1. Tous les modems, souvent, c'est cette classe de sous-réseau. Alors attends. C'est bizarre que vous ayez pas accès au mode d'administration quand même. Ah ouais, d'accord, tu as pas accès. Ça c'est dommage vraiment. Vous avez pas accès au mode admin sur vos box. Donc tu peux pas voir... Il y a que qui peuvent voir en fait. Tu peux pas voir ton débit de synchro et tes marges de bruit. À ce moment-là, tu peux faire un speed test, tu vois. Mais tu sauras pas si c'est... Tu sauras pas, tu vois, si c'est un problème de genre d'interconnexion, tu vois. De bande passante ou si c'est un problème, tu vois, technique sur ta ligne, tu vois. Normalement, tu as un DLM. Ça veut dire si, par exemple, ta ligne est perturbée, tu vois, tu as une marge de bruit qui est fluctuante, et ben le débit va s'adapter pour pas que tu perdes la synchro, en fait, pour pas que la synchro se coupe. Donc du coup, si tu as du marge de bruit sur beaucoup de marge de bruit sur ta ligne, le débit va baisser, quoi, tu vois. La marge de bruit augmente, le débit baisse. Et sur speed test, t'as quoi quand tu fais un speed test? Ouais, c'est pour ça. Parce que normalement, tu vois, t'as un... C'est dommage, tu vois, qu'ils vous laissent pas l'accès, en fait, admin. Parce que tu pourrais le voir toi-même, tu vois. Tu pourrais te connecter, voir toi-même... T'as un problème de marge de bruit ou pas, tu vois. Peut-être si tu vois que ta marge de bruit, elle fait du yo-yo, tu les appelles, tu vois, direct. Et par exemple, quand t'as un problème là avec ta connexion là, quand t'as un problème de débit, est-ce que quand tu redémarres la box, est-ce que ça revient à la normale ou pas? Ça reste pareil.
I gotta believe that all we done will mean something to the company, to Doc Crane. That effort will make up for mistakes.
Ouais, bah voilà, c'est ça. Donc si ça fait ça, c'est que t'as ta marge de bruit qui fait du yo-yo en fait. En fait, t'as un DLM sur ta connexion. Donc t'as un robot, tu vois. qui analyse ta ligne. Et quand ta marge de bruit monte, bah ton débit baisse. Plus t'as de marge de bruit, moins t'as de débit. Mais ça te permet de pas perdre la synchronisation, tu vois. Si t'avais pas ce DLM, tu perdrais la synchronisation de la ligne. Ça couperait, tu vois. Donc si t'as de la marge de bruit sur ta ligne, tu vois, donc qui fait le yo-yo, c'est que t'as un perturbateur. Donc soit elle est abîmée, tu vois, de bout en bout. Donc ils vont vérifier de bout en bout, genre. Tu vois, ça peut être un câble sectionné, rouillé, abîmé, un plot, tu vois, tout et n'importe quoi hein, au niveau de physique sur la ligne. Et si la ligne, genre, elle est propre de bout en bout, ça peut être un perturbateur électrique. Donc genre un appareil électrique qui rayonne et qui perturbe ta ligne, tu vois. Ouais, c'est possible, tu vois, s'ils ont un... Même un chargeur de téléphone, tu vois, défectueux, il peut rayonner d'un voisin, tu vois, ça peut rayonner jusque chez toi, tu vois ce que je veux dire. À 800 mètres, 1 km... Et ça peut suffire, tu vois, pour émettre des perturbations électriques sur ta ligne. Et t'emmerder en vrai. Donc perturbateur électrique, c'est très difficile à... Bah, c'est très difficile, c'est pas... C'est un service spécial, tu vois, qui s'occupe de ça. Normalement, en France, il n'y a que Orange qui a un service dédié aux perturbateurs électriques. Avec une équipe d'ingénieurs, tu vois. Et ils ont un outil, tu vois, pour voir le... Un appareil, tu vois, pour voir aux alentours le champ électromagnétique. Et voir, tu vois, un appareil qui émettrait des perturbations. Sinon, chez toi, tu peux le faire avec un... Si c'est un appareil, tu vois, qui est chez toi, tu peux le faire avec un poste radio. Un vieux poste radio, en vrai. Et tu sais, tu te mets sur les différentes bandes de fréquences, là. Je sais plus c'est quelle bande, faudra regarder sur internet quelles bandes de fréquences sont utilisées. Et si tu t'approches près d'un appareil électrique et et ça fait un bruit de perturbation, tu vois, sur le poste, ben c'est que c'est lui qui pose problème, quoi. Ou sur la ligne, tu vois. Mais bon, ça vaut pas une équipe d'ingénieurs avec les beaux outils. Ça, c'est pour les perturbateurs électriques. Et après, si c'est vraiment un problème physique sur la ligne, eux, ils vont le voir, tu vois. Ils envoient un technicien et puis ils vérifient du node raccordement jusque chez toi, en vrai. De bout en bout, tu vois. Par contre, s'ils vérifient et qu'il n'y a rien sur ta ligne, c'est qu'il y a un perturbateur électrique, tu vois, qui pose problème. Donc ça peut être chez toi, tu vois, ou dans les alentours. Ouais, le chargeur d'un ordi portable, ça peut émettre un rayonnement électrique, tu vois. Mais il faudrait que tu testes avec un poste. Attends, je sais pas si on peut voir sur internet. Si le chargeur émet pas de... Je sais pas s'il fonctionne correctement, il émet pas de rayonnement, c'est pas lui qui pose problème, quoi. Recherche perturbateur électrique. Poste. Je sais plus comment... C'est quelle fréquence avec le poste. Ah voilà, 700 kHz. Tiens, regarde. Voilà, tu mets un poste AM. Regarde, voilà. Tu fais comme lui. Il te faut un vieux poste, tu vois. Et tu le règles sur AM. Et tu te mets sur 700 kHz. Si quand tu t'approches de l'appareil, ça fait un bruit insupportable, tu vois. Ça commence à faire... c'est qu'il émet un rayonnement, tu vois, électrique. Et ça peut perturber ta ligne ou tous les appareils environnants. Jusqu'à plusieurs kilomètres. Lui, il a le cas, tu regardes sur le chargeur de son... Sinon, après, normalement, ton opérateur, il doit avoir un service dédié, tu vois, spécialisé pour ça. Mais c'est rare quand même, tu vois. Chez Orange, en France, il n'y a que Orange qui a un service dédié à la recherche de perturbateurs. Les autres, ils se cassent pas les couilles, ils te mettent un DLM. Et tant que ta ligne se désynchronise pas, elle se coupe pas, tu vois. Et ben, c'est pas leur problème. Tu vois ce que je veux dire? Que sur les contrats, c'est genre... c'est si tu perds l'accès, tu vois. En fait, le DLM, c'est un robot. C'est un logiciel, tu vois. Il voit que la marge de bris augmente sur ta ligne. Il diminue le débit pour pas que tu perdes la synchro. Donc du coup, t'as pas de débit, mais ta connexion, elle est... Elle est pas, le service est pas coupé quoi. Si t'es en bon terme avec tes voisins, tu peux tester chez tes voisins aussi, tu vois. Parce qu'un appareil chez ton voisin qui émet un rayonnement électrique, tu vois, un chargeur pourri, ça peut pourrir ta ligne. Les rayonnements, tu vois, ils vont jusqu'à plusieurs kilomètres. Tu passes avec ta radio, tu vois, puis tu regardes près des appareils électriques. Et tu fais un petit tour rapide de l'appartement. Et si t'as un appareil qui fait un bruit dégueulasse, là... et si le bruit est plus intense dès que tu te rapproches, c'est que c'est lui qui perturbe... perturbe la ligne. Ah ouais, je vois. Et la hotspot là. N'importe qui peut se connecter sur ton bordel quoi. Du moins n'importe qui est abonné chez Proximus en vrai. Ça peut être bien ça si vraiment ta ligne elle est coupée, tu vois. Tu peux te connecter sur la box d'un abonné quoi. Avec un petit débit en attendant. Mais bon, vu qu'on n'a pas des... Quand t'as une connexion fibre optique à la limite, tu t'en bats les couilles, tu vois. Et quand t'as de la DSL... c'est compliqué en vrai.
I've worked for Auntie Cleo 18 years. Done my best for them. Always expected they'd do right by us in turn. I reckon I don't see any better solution. Fine, damn it. We'll pull out.
Allez, il se barre. Putain, je suis un génie, mon gars. Négociation, man. Crochetage. J'aurais dû ouvrir celle-là en vrai, non? Tous, man. Ouais, c'est ça, tu vois, tu dois avoir un perturbateur... perturbateur électrique ou un problème sur le... Et en plus, ça te le fait pas tout le temps, ça te le fait à des heures... Quand tu rebootes ta box, ça revient. C'est ça, tu vois. Donc ouais, ça pourrait très bien être les travaux comme tu dis ou un appareil électrique qui aime un rayonnement quoi à proximité. Comment je fais pour passer de l'autre côté là? Ah oui, c'est là. Ah, c'est un dot que j'ai sur la gueule. Il nous a pulvérisé, mon gars. Eux aussi se sont fait bouffer. Ouais, d'accord, là je pourrais me barrer par là. En fait j'aurais pu la buter, repartir avec le plan.
I've never been so pleased at the sight of an open door. Please tell me you've cleared a way out of here. So you have. I am much obliged. And now, if you do not mind, I have had quite enough of this wretched place.
Ah ouais, il y a des problèmes. Après, il faut voir, tu vois. T'as une marge de yo. T'as une. On n'a pas les. On peut pas accéder à la partie admin. Il y a que. Ils vous laissent pas la possibilité, quoi. Il y a que eux qui ont accès à la partie admin, c'est dommage, tu vois. De toute façon, ça te coûte rien, ça c'est sûr. Hein. Ghostbuster, c'est ça. Là, tu sais, tu vois, c'était un appareil qui émet des rayonnements. Avec le chargeur, tu changes le chargeur, quoi. Ah bah ouais, je te dis, un simple chargeur de téléphone ou de télé ou peu importe, tu vois, une tondeuse, n'importe quoi. Tu peux pourrir tout un quartier avec un chargeur de téléphone baisé, tu vois, qui émet un rayonnement. Tu peux pourrir tout un pâté de maison rien qu'avec un tout petit truc de merde branché sur le secteur 1. Pour ça que la fibre optique c'est mieux, tu vois. Comme t'es pas sur le cuivre. T'as moins de problèmes, tu vois, de perturbateurs, quoi. Mais ouais. En vrai, en télécommunication, tu vois, en physique, une transmission parfaite n'existe pas. Tu vois, d'un point A à un point B. En physique, une télétransmission, tu vois, parfaite, ça n'existe pas. Tu vois, t'as toujours des perturbateurs. Donc du coup, le but, c'est d'essayer de récupérer le lien avec le moins de perturbateurs possible, tu vois, selon notre niveau de technologie, quoi. Arriver à un taux acceptable. Après, si vraiment ta ligne elle est perturbée de ouf, tu peux avoir aussi un phénomène de ce qu'on appelle de diaphonie, tu vois. Donc, le signal de deux lignes ou plusieurs lignes qui se mélangent. Mais ce serait encore plus grave que ce que t'as là, tu vois. Par exemple, sur une ligne téléphonique à l'ancienne, si quand tu décrochais ton téléphone et t'entendais la conversation de quelqu'un d'autre, c'était ça, tu vois. Souvent, c'était un problème de diaphonie. C'est le signal de deux lignes perturbées, tu vois, qui se mélangent. Ouais, c'est de la science aussi, hein, la télécommunication. C'est de la physique en vrai, tu vois. Ah ouais, eux ils ont la fibre, ouais voilà. Ouais, 400 mégabytes. Ah ouais, tu penses qu'ils ont pas résolu, ouais, je vois. Ouais, bah c'est sûr, s'ils ont pas résolu le problème que t'avais avant. Hein. Bah après, tu peux leur poser la question, tu sais, quand tu les appelles. Ils peuvent tester ta ligne, tu vois. C'est ça, mec, l'adultère, c'est le sport national en vrai. Et avant, ils avaient pas internet, tu vois. Maintenant qu'il y a internet, c'est le. Hein. Il suffit de s'inscrire sur un site. À des pylônes.
Oh, really? And why, pray tell, would I do
Elle
a
va me
thing
donner
like
ses
that?
recherches, bordel. J'ai mené ma petite enquête, ces données ne valent pas un rond. Persuasion.
Damn and blast. I should have seen this coming.
Yes.
Here.
Le mensonge, mec.
Research. Tell Crane I hope he chokes on it. Good. I never trust a freelancer.
Allez, cartouche d'Octos 1000. Récupère le plan et de la thune.
orphans.
Allez.
Is that what you are calling yourself now? Here. Let it never be said
Allez,
that I did
500 de
not
plus.
good work.
Oh, c'était le jackpot, elle. En vrai, j'ai eu raison de pas la buter, tu vois. Ok, parler à Autumn. Je peux remonter par là. Ah putain, c'est une mine. Ça frise plus. Allez, on peut se barrer. Qu'est-ce qui se passe devant là? À quelle heure? À 23 h? C'est ça, tu vois, tu dois avoir un perturbateur électrique sur ta ligne. Suffit que la personne éteigne son appareil à cette heure-là, tu vois. Et il n'y a plus de perturbation, quoi. Après, tu peux essayer de... Mais c'est con, tu vois, parce que t'as pas accès aux outils d'administration. Là, sinon, avec un graphique, tu pourrais voir quand elle commence, quand elle se termine, tu vois, tel jour. Et le tranche horaire, comme ça, tu peux émettre quelques hypothèses, tu vois. Ouais, mais c'est ça. Ok, bah alors attends, je vais me TP. Directement dans l'imposteur. Alors je vais voir lui avant. Ah non, plutôt dans mon vaisseau. Putain, quel con. Je vais aller voir Gladys.
Your face is a sight for sore ocular processors, Captain. Or
Vous avez...
rather, your headgear is.
Vous avez obtenu panneau de danger. Alors déjà, est-ce que j'ai des meilleures armes? « 133. Dégâts électriques. Efficacité offensive. Ah ouais. Masse dégâts par seconde 242. Canon plasma, il était pas mal en vrai, hein, mais... Faut être vachement prêt, quoi. Et en armure... Distance max de crochetage. Arme de poing plus 5. Et le torse. Pas mieux que celle-là en vrai. Parade plus 5. Là ça je peux réparer. Là je répare mon armure. Démanteler. Ouais, je vais garder ça. Bricolage. Ah oui, là je peux mettre des modifieurs d'armes. Donc admettons pour mon fusil tactique. Ah oui non, je peux carrément l'upgrade. D'accord, augmenter les dégâts quoi. Et ça me coûte des thunes, ouais, je me calme alors. On se calme les enfants. Voilà, modifier. Modifieur d'armes. J'ai rien.
I have received a transmission from Roseway, from a Dr. Shaw. Welcome back, Captain. I have received a transmission from Roseway, from a Dr. Shaw. Beginning playback now.
What? Oh, is this on? Oh, it's on right now. Oh, blast. Hello? I'm trying to reach the captain of the Unreliable. I'll keep this short lest I get caught. Please return to Roseway as soon as you can. I have an item of great value that you'll be interested in. Now, how does this blasted thing turn off? Damn engineers never label these toggles.
Ah, il va me donner une arme peut-être.
The transmission is complete, Captain.
Attends, je vais aller le voir avant de me barrer.
Forgive me, Captain. I would rather not discuss Alex Hawthorne today. I am feeling discombobulated. Was there another topic on your mind? Captain Hawthorne attached 98.4% of the ship's processes to my computer, thereby giving me near total control. I have been programmed to deftly calculate navigation vectors through asteroid fields while also operating our ship's toasters. Alex also taught me the concept of a personality. He was quite delighted when I crafted one in order to better engage with him. It was basic in the beginning. The information in my memory banks says I am an autonomous digital astrogator, created by, redacted, On the date of, redacted, for the express purpose of, redacted. I have not yet decided if I should attempt to uncover the missing information regarding my birth. I asked once. Alex did not build me, and would not say who did.
Ok. Alors on va se TP. Aller chercher notre arme chez l'autre. Du moins chez l'ingénieur là qu'on a aidé. Je crois qu'il était là. Non. Il était où bordel? Ah ouais, ici.
Ah, I remember you. You must have received my wireless. Thank the law. I went to great risk to send that. Aha! I knew that'd entice you to return to our dangerously unprofitable township. I asked you here because I have a working prototype of the Altinature, Auntie Cleo's very first weapon. I'd like you to have it before it gets confiscated.
Ouais, j'ai une arme de ouf.
The schematics you fetched for me lent themselves well to the creation of the beauty you now possess. Unfortunately, Auntie Cleo R&D felt otherwise. The market's already saturated, they said. Weapons are everywhere. They aren't interested in mass-producing the Altinature, which makes this an illegal prototype weapon. Given your unlawful proclivities, I thought it'd be safest with you. So here we are. I'd rather see it in the hands of a free agent.
C'est ça mec, je suis un électron libre.
Destroyed.
Ok. Elle est où son arme là? Ah ouais, c'est ça. Oh, ça a l'air de deep ça, son truc quand même. En plus, j'ai 800 cartouches. Ultinature. Ah ça là. Ça se trouve ça envoie la bûchette mec. Alors. Tourne au vaisseau. Ça le point de talent de voyage rapide, j'ai raison de le prendre direct. N'hésite pas à les allers-retours sinon mec. Ok, donc faut que je retourne au précurseur. Avec les plans qu'on a réussi à récupérer là. Et je vais les vendre. Je vais les vendre à prix d'or.
Got a sec?
Got a second. Ok, donc Gladys elle est au fond.
Have you had a moment to look into that little opportunity I told you about on Roseway? You don't hurry up. Someone will get to snooping around there before you do. What's that? Speak up now. What'd you turn up?
Que je lui mens. J'ai trouvé une formule de carburant pour fusée expérimentale.
My stars,
Yes.
what a find. Fine picking like this deserves an equally fine payout.
Elle va payer un max son gars.
And don't spend it all in one place. Pardon me, sweetheart. My old ears must have misheard you. Did you say Raptidon? Gracious, someone must have hauled them off Monarch. Naughty, naughty. A couple of folks around here might pay a fair few bits for this. Might even be able to start a bidding war.
Apprenti alchimiste échec. D'accord.
Are you positive? Honest to goodness? Can't say I wasn't hoping for more, but
Voilà.
I suppose it can't be helped. Law bless you for doing the legwork, sweetie. Don't forget your pal Gladys now. You can come visit anytime.
Allez, je lui paye. Je la paye 10 000.
Fantastic. Do be careful with it, dear, as these keys tend to be a tad hard to acquire. You should have a chat with Lilia Hagen in the sublight offices. She's a dear. You'll love her. Now, was there anything else? I found a handsome ceramic mandapillar at a salvage auction last week.
Elle vend des seringues. Ouais, je vais tous les prendre. Seringues de soins. Je suis à poil niveau pognon par contre maintenant.
I know Monarch's a moon. I think it counts in.
As long as there's paying work, you can count me in.
Je suis sûr que ce gun il doit défourailler là. Comme dans Men in Black. Il est minuscule, mais il envoie des grosses cartouches.
Captain, if you're looking for crew members Ellie or Felix, they're sharing a drink upstairs.
D'accord, ils sont en train de trinquer à l'étage sans moi, quoi.
Hey, Captain. I hope I wasn't too much bother at the bar. I did have fun, and I tried some things I never would have otherwise. Though, that whiskey did give my head aching something fierce. Feels like a primal's chewing on my skull. I wouldn't mind having a drink again. Someday. In the distant future. Anyway. I messaged Junlei when we got back and she replied super quick. Okay. I was awake half the night, thinking about what I sent, anxious to see what you said. I reread my message in the morning, and it was unclear. I was drinking when I sent it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had the courage. Also, sorry for the typos. Oh, she called mashed potatoes smashed potatoes, but I think maybe that's just what they call them on Groundbreaker. I've ruined things in the past because I didn't say things I should have, like, I've met someone who's become special to me. I want to be honest with her, so if she feels the same about me, there won't be any surprises. Isn't she sweet? Like one of those 2-bit romances where one soul's all stiff and formal and I should be glad to perhaps take hold of your hand, miss. I ought to go write her back. I mean, I already did. Twice. But anyhow, thanks for taking me out, Captain.
Ok. Niveau 11. Allez, j'ai 10 points. Allez, on va lui mettre la parade plus 5. Grenades. On va lui laisser son lance-grenade.
Felix, take it from me. Never get close to anyone. They'll just let you down.
Yeah, but sometimes... Good to see you, boss.
Something on your mind?
I so enjoy watching you sleep for hours on end, Captain. It's quite entertaining the way you drool and whimper. I've shut off the visual feed from my ocular inputs in the captain's quarters, so you're free to disrobe whenever you'd like. Welcome back, Captain. Now that you have acquired a nav key to Stellar Bay, would you like me to contact Dr. Wells?
Well done. You'll love Monarch. Exotic
Allez.
violent native species.
Le scientifique fou.
Really. You'll need to speak with Hiram Blythe. He's known as the information broker, and for good reason. If anyone knows where I can find those chemicals, it's Hiram. I need those chemicals to revive the Hope's colonists. They can help us fight back against the board. They can help us set things right. If we don't put a stop to the board, they're going to drive this colony toward a complete societal collapse. You'll see what I mean when you arrive on Monarch.
Nous n'arrêtons pas le conseil. Ils vont provoquer l'effondrement sociétal complet de cette colonie.
No, never. Monarch is a hotbed of political activity. I can't imagine why Hiram set up shop there. Cuisine, perhaps? I certainly wouldn't call it boring, especially if your idea of fun involves navigating a hostile biosphere populated by carnivorous monsters. You'll want to hire the services of a skilled guide. I recommend a hunter by the name of Nyoka. Frequents the drinking establishments of Stellar Bay. Very hard to miss. Once you have everything you need, make your way to Hiram Blythe's compound.
La polio, mon gars.
Come see me in my lab. I'll answer any questions you have. Best of luck. Everyone on the Hope is counting on you.
Ok, Monarque. Aire d'atterrissage. Aire d'atterrissage de Cascadia. Ouais, j'ai 2 airs. Vers la première. Hein.
We're now in orbit above Stellar Bay, Captain.
Can we talk? That Chief Junlei sure seems well, huh?
Ok. Stellar Bay. Insérer le badge d'identification, je l'ai pas.
Hey, hold on there. Don't think I've seen you around. That means you must be new to Stellar Bay. You are new here, right?
Peu importe, je ne suis pas là pour discuter.
I knew it. See, I made what you'd call a logical deduction. You must have seen those UDL gunships on your way in. There's only 3 of them these days.
C'est des pirates ici, mon gars.
You may not have heard, you being new, but Stellar Bay hardly ever gets off-world traffic, us being cut off by the board and all. Which means I never get to do this part, but I've been practicing, so here goes. On behalf of Monarch Stellar Industries, welcome to Stellar Bay, home of the freshest Sal tuna and halcyon. Please state your name for the records.
Est-ce que je leur mens?
Swell. There's one for the logs. I'm even gonna give you your own entry code. I'm not supposed to do that. It's against procedure, but Mr. Sanjar isn't so strict about the rules here. Besides, I got a lot of empty entries to fill. We don't get ship traffic in town. Only off-worlders who do make it out here are sublight. They got a base in Fallbrook. And thank the stars for them, or we would have run out of Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch years ago. Oh, that'll just make Mr. Sanjar's day if you tell him. The board makes up lots of nasty stories about raptidons and cannibals and whatnot. But that's all outside our walls. Mostly. Oh, sure. It makes Stellar Bay sound like a rotten place, but it's not so bad. Get a good breeze going, and the sulfur smell mostly covers up the fishy smell. Anyway, Mr. Sanjar's got lots to say on that subject. Kinda goes over my head, though. Mr. Sanjar will be mighty pleased to meet you. If you see him over at headquarters, maybe you could tell him I did a bang-up job of welcoming you? Oh, and if you're headed that way, maybe you could do me a favor? I got this Rizzo's Rangers Tossball poster coming in on the next sublight shipment, signed by the Black Hole himself. Only I haven't heard anything in a while. You think you could check with Celia to see if it's come in?
Qu'est-ce que je réponds là?
I couldn't really say. I'm just a fan of the game. But the fancy collector types say the more people see these things, the less valuable they are. And I figure my poster's been passed around by more than a few people by now. That's Bertie Holcomb, only one of the greatest tossball hackers ever.
I wonder if he's kin. Dad had family that worked for Rizzo's. I never got to meet them.
Everyone's heard of him, even on Monarch. We still get some of the games. You've been living in a sulfur pit or something? On account of him being the best hacker who ever played, nothing gets by him. He sucks up every ball that comes his way. Well, Holcomb's had a lot of nicknames over his career. Used to be the tallywhacker on account of what he'd do to the score.
Niqueur de score.
Before that, he was the slick stick, because his shots were always so smooth. I swear I'm not. At the start of his career, people called him the hack boss, but no one thought that was very catchy. Thanks a bunch. Celia works for Mr. Sanjar in the MSI building next to the bar. She's always there, so you can't miss her.
Ok.
Look, I don't. Sorry, for a second I thought you were grim.
C'est stylé ici en vrai.
We're not the best equipped, but scouting for rats keeps us on our toes.
You don't look like Sublight. Must be freelance.
Le Yacht Club. Encore un club privé.
Watch your step if we don't get many.
Yacht Club. Ah merde. Il m'a vu, bordel. Rien du tout.
Do what you want, I guess.
Il a rien vu en vrai.
Watch your step if you venture outside the walls.
And the little bastard's slippery, right? On account of its blood, so it's sliding all over the place, trying to crawl away. Getting so I can't tell the blood from the mud. But I gotta get in there, get right in that baby rap's stomach and dig
Elle est
it out.
défoncée, bordel.
If so much as a drop of stomach acid got on that medallion, shit, I don't know what I'd do. Might be I'd hunt every damn rapt out there. Right. What are you staring? Wait. You ain't from around here. Who are you? Name's Nyoka. I'm the best big game hunter on the planet.
You're also the loudest big game hunter on the planet. And the drunkest.
Shut the fuck. Fair point. I deserve it though, on account of being the best.
My dad always kept his firearms and liquors in different lockers. Said it wasn't safe to mix them.
Out here, if you ain't a little buzzed, you're liable to notice the stench of life. The grit in the air. The dust in every drink and the blood on every boot. Ooh, charmer. Don't get a lot of that around here. Folks mostly grump at me about how I should join the MSI payroll. Nice change of pace. Buy me a drink, will you? Outstanding! What are you doing in Stellar Bay, stranger? Well. Let's get down to brass nuts then, shall we? Wait, that ain't it. Brass rats? Let's talk business. I'm headed back out there after I sober up. You want a guide sooner than that? You'll have to get me something to clear my head. Outstanding! Our dispensary here maintains a stock of, well, I don't rightly know what they are. Steroid or caffeine somethings? Pills. They're very good. I'm cut off for the month. on account of needing one just about every damn day. But I'm sure you've got your wily ways. Fetch me one and we'll be all set.
Voulez-vous dire de la cafénionide? C'est quoi ce truc? Allez, je vais lui dire ça.
Well, they work. We got a deal or what?
Elle est camée, mon gars. Elle est au dispensaire de MSI pour récupérer les médicaments de Nyoka. D'accord.
Well, well. Isn't often we see new folk in Stellar Bay. First drink's on me, stranger. Enjoy. If you plan on sitting through Nyoka's stories, you might could use a few.
I could use a few and telling them myself.
Now what can I do for you? Thought it had a fancy ring to it. Name's the first advertising anyone sees, after all. Nope. But a man can dream.
En vrai, il n'y a pas de judge. Ils sont pas sérieux.
Anyone who spends any amount of time in this bar is bound to get to know Nyoka, on account of her being here so often herself. And I don't mean that unkindly. Anyone who's rid us of as many beasts as you have is entitled to a few drinks. Something else I can do for you? Something else I can do for you? Not since Amber Heights. These days we have more leaving than coming. Off to join the Iconoclasts or some such. Bunch of marauders broke into the executive compound, slaughtered everyone. Corporations pulled out of Monarch not long after. I thought everyone knew. But then that was 10 years ago. Still feels fresh to us every time we look at our walls, though.
What do you think you're doing? I don't have time for this.
New face, huh? You from off-world? A ship captain? Well, I'll be. Here, let me buy you a drink. Consider it an MSI welcome. Why don't you grab a chair, sit a spell and revel with us?
By the smell, he's been reveling enough for you both already.
Me and my friends have taken our destiny into our own hands. We're untethered, free of responsibility and worldly cares. Well, as long as we don't run out of bits. But until the windfall's gone, we're riding high. See, we just walked out on our work. Had enough, we did. So now we're striking. It ain't any one thing but the sum of it all, having to work longer shifts for less bits. And the wages we do earn don't cover as much as they used to. Our supervisor Velma goes on and on about quarterly profits and meeting quotas. But that ain't what Sanjar promised us. Velma refuses to negotiate, so we're refusing to work. We won't go back until she agrees to pay us fair and proper. Us on Monarch, we're free from the board, you know? We have the right to lobby for better hours and pay. I wouldn't doubt it. You look like the type who tends to come out on top. Not like us cogs, trying to be the squeaky wheel but just getting deadlocked. It's been days, but Velma won't even hear us out. Maybe you could just make her listen to our demands. You would do that? We sure are lucky you decided to come up to the patio today. I knew drinking up here would be good for more than the view. Sure thing. What did you want to discuss? I never meant to call for anyone's head on a pike. Velma's not my favorite person, but she ain't been cruel to us. Devil it all. Now you got me feeling sorry for her. Fine. I guess we'll go back to work to save Velma's job. We'll find a better time to negotiate our wages. Tell Velma not to worry. We'll look out for her.
It'll be good to get some steady pay.
Thanks for the
again.
help. Still, this is a nice break from the warehouse.
Got any news from the rest?
Got any news from the rest of Halcyon?
Personne n'a rien vu.
What do you think you're doing?
Just don't make any trouble for me, okay?
Marchand. Ouais, j'ai pas... Ok. J'ai pas débloqué la compétence. Là, on a pris du poisson.
What are the chances of all the times and places we could have been born?
We don't get many outsiders.
Every time.
We don't get many outsiders.
Fresh blood at last. Stellar Bay could use some.
You don't look like someone.
Could I get another advance, Mr. Nandi?
Just make
Distributeur.
properly logged.
I'll note it next to the others, sir.
Sanjar Nandi.
Greetings, and welcome to Monarch Stellar Industries, producers and purveyors of the finest salt tuna in Halcyon. What can I do for you today? You know, sending you is the first bright idea I've seen from that man, because I told him to stop bothering me about it a week ago. I still don't know anything about it, but if you want to help him, Velma's the one to ask. She's in the warehouse. But I'll warn you, Grimm wore her patience thin a long time ago.
Or is he not paying you on account of how he tried to fix the thing his own self and busted it even worse, and then said you wasn't fixing it fast enough, so he's docking your wages again? Not that I got any prior experience with such.
Not at all. Mr. Nandi treats us all right and pays us well. I just spent most of my paycheck on Raptidon acid. Laws, no. Sometimes it's canid teeth, or a mantis worm wings. Whatever Sebastian has in stock, really. So I can talk to him, of course. He doesn't get going about much else.
I reckon she's got a little bit of a squish on this fella.
He's sort of the strong, silent type. Unfortunately, my apartment's kind of filling up with his stuff. And some of the neighbors are complaining about the smell. Would you? I'd appreciate that so much. Maybe don't tell him I wanted you to ask. Just that you met this really nice lady named Celia, and she seemed... Oh, Mr. Nandi's doing that thing where he breathes through his nose real slowly.
Ouais.
I gotta get back to work.
I gotta get back to work.
He doesn't talk much, but he's got this quiet intensity, you know? Like there's stuff going on inside his head that you have no idea about. Plus, he's got great legs. It's hard to find a man who doesn't skimp on lower body exercises.
Good to have standards, I guess.
I know what I'm looking for. Sorry, sometimes I get carried away.
Well, new business turns up at last. Celia, didn't I tell you our new statistics-based advertising model would be a hit?
That you did, sir.
How can yield improvements of 26.7% not quicken the pulse? How can 32% cost savings not moisten the loins?
You've often posed these very questions.
Clear my schedule. This newcomer has a meeting with me. Celia, will you make a note of that for my self-review?
Le mytho.
Very generous.
Noted.
But not so generous I can't drive a good bargain. Now, who sent you? Rizzo's, perhaps? Or Auntie Cleo herself? Hiram? Why, he's probably still out at Devil's Peak. Not that he's had the courtesy to notify me, at any rate. But if you're here for him, I suppose that means you aren't here for Saltuna. Now, there's no need to humor me. I'm used to this particular letdown.
Seems like you're having a rough time, Mr. Sanjar. Are you doing quite all right?
Oh, don't worry on my account. This is merely the latest in a long line of professional erotic and athletic disappointments. I had hoped that livening up our advertisements with enticing figures would draw the other corporations back to our bosom, but it seems we're back to the drawing board. Thanks to the so-called hazard clause, Monarch has been cut off from the board's resources and protection for 10 years now. Now, we've kept ourselves in business by trading with individual corporations, but given the off-the-books nature of those transactions, such arrangements are precarious.
Exactly what I would have said, if I'd been paying attention.
You talk like Graham.
Freedom always sounds nice, doesn't it? It makes a rather pretty slogan. But if you sit down and tally up the costs, how you provide for yourself in the absence of aid, how you protect yourself from a hostile galaxy, it starts to lose its shine.
Well, Mr. Nandi here has a rather ingenious plan to get MSI restored to the board.
On our terms, mind you.
Ingenious plan? Don't get me wrong, I'm starting to admire your sand, but I bet you could overcomplicate a sisty sandwich.
What a charmingly roguish turn of phrase. Allow me to express my thanks at your confidence.
Casser la tête sur un sandwich, bordel.
Is indeed sufficiently complicated.
And if our advertising scheme hasn't borne fruit, then perhaps it's time we took matters into our own hands.
It's true, our Celia is an alarmingly competent middle manager. At any other company, she'd be wasted in data entry. The plan she refers to is a two-pronged approach, and the first part involves seeing Stellar Bay properly defended. With a Bolt 52 cartridge, of course. If you can get us what we need to rejoin the board, starting the Bolt 52, we'll be able to become one of the most productive and secure cities in Halcyon.
And you'll have a powerful ally on the board.
Why, one of the strongest defenses in Halcyon. An extremely powerful ordnance.
Never realized fighting the bureaucracy could be this interesting.
It is quite the rush. I'll need to gather some supplemental materials, but I mustn't get ahead of myself.
You do tend to do that.
The Bolt 52 will be in the old arms building southwest of town, which used to be part of Stellar Bay before we had to move our walls in. And these days, it's overrun with marauders and raptidons. Do be careful. I've lost more than a few people to marauders and raptidons out there. Oh, and while you're at it, there should be a terminal in the arms building with some dangerous information. Perhaps you could delete it so it doesn't fall into the wrong hands. What can I do for you? Then it's good that I keep such meticulous notes. I've asked myself the same thing many times, especially seeing as the legal mechanisms we employed were part of the board's own bylaws. Not intentionally, though that's technically true. For many years, this planet was home to as many corporations as Terra 2. But back then, it was known as Terra 1. As you may have noticed, this planet has more than its share of hazards. And as the other corporations began to tally their losses, they decided to pull out. Our leadership at the time certainly wanted to, but there were others of us who saw an opportunity. The chance to improve working hours and conditions, to reform MSI from the ground up. It's humane, but it's also good business sense. Exhausted, sick, and malnourished workers are not productive workers. Even a cursory review of the data bears that out.
I hope you'd treat them nice, whether it was good business or not, Mr. Sanjar. That's what being a community means. Treating people right, because it's the right thing to do.
Like that's what you saw in Edgewater? Come on, people look out for themselves.
A noble thought, Miss Holcomb. Unfortunately, noble thoughts rarely sway board policy. Anyway, we learned of a loophole in the corporate bylaws that would allow MSI to claim ownership of the entire planet once the other corporations pulled out, creating the perfect environment for us to enact these new reforms. Oh, well, there were surely other junior executives with more open minds, though none of them had the temperament to handle the paperwork. No, they laughed in our faces and insisted we'd be relocating to Terra 2 along with everyone else. Yes, some of us stayed behind, and as the most senior executive remaining, I ended up in charge of what was left of MSI.
Must have pissed off some real big suits to get stuck with that.
On the contrary, I wrote lots of very important reports on behalf of top MSI officials before I was able to achieve this position. I moved forward with our planned reforms, as well as our strategy to assume ownership of the planet. Yet not long after I renamed it Monarch, the other corporations dislodged us from the board and began an official campaign to paint us as lawless savages. I don't know. Everything we did was legal and above board. We followed their rules, and yet they still found reasons to declare us outlaws. I do think there's something useful in a governing body like the board. Something that keeps us from anarchy, but I dearly wish it functioned differently.
Bonne nuit, Pano, pas de soucis. Je sais pas quoi répondre en vrai là. Bonne nuit, pirate.
Why wouldn't anyone? They own nearly all the resources and infrastructure.
Ouais, il est pas si lourd que ça normalement.
If you can't beat him, might as well join him and reach into
Et
their
puis il fait combien de gigas?
To be on the board
40 gigas, je
is
crois.
the colonial community. And being cut off means slow strangulation. I'm not a man to put pride before progress. If membership on the board can ease our hardships and provide us with opportunities, then that's the path I mean to pursue. Besides, I'm hopeful that additional leverage on our part will allow us a more equitable relationship.
Autre moyen de pression.
Don't get ahead of yourself, sir.
Yes, it'll be easier to explain once we have the Bolt 52. My hope is to maintain the reforms we've managed here, and who knows? Perhaps once we're restored, we could spread them to other corporations. It's a legal provision that gives the board the authority to cordon off any planet or location that it deems dangerous.
But wait, what happens to the folks stuck on the wrong side of dangerous?
I'm afraid the welfare of a few hundred people is too minor a figure into the board's risk assessments. Yes, making all of MSI criminals in the board's eyes. Rather hard to run a business that way. He and his followers call themselves the Iconoclasts. Lawless anarchists, all of them. If anyone on Monarch deserves the reputation the board's pinned on us, it's them. A chance. They've been doing this for years. And well, let's just say I know enough about Graham to be confident that he won't change. It isn't just that they drain our people and resources. Every radical act they commit cements Halcyon's image of us all as destructive rebels and pushes us further from the rest of the colony. He's lucky the board doesn't take him seriously enough to keep more than a few UDL gunships patrolling Monarch.
An Earth Directorate assault cruiser would change his tune. It's almost a shame we haven't seen one around Monarch in a long while.
What can I do for you? I see. And was his delivery of the MSI authorized greeting up to snuff? Well, that's excellent. I'll see that your feedback makes it into his review. What else can I do for you?
Ok. Et mais si nos marges de profit sont stellaires. C'est quoi cette entreprise capitaliste? Ultra capitaliste même. Merde.
What do you think you're doing?
J'ai rien fait.
Just keep your fingers to your own self, okay?
Personne n'a rien vu.
I hope your being here means the board is loosening their restrictions.
I hope your being here means the board is loosening their restrictions.
Ils ont pas d'ordinateur, bordel.
You don't look like sunlight. Must be freelance.
Velma seem out of sorts to you?
She's always cranky.
No, I mean more than usual.
Wouldn't know. I needed a point of...
Look, you can tell Catherine the new ship will
Établi.
be ready when it's ready, all right? She's welcome to come up here and pack boxes herself if she's in such a hurry. Did she now? Well, I can see I was mistaken. Because if Catherine really had sent you, there'd be a lot more expletives in your message. I hope you can forgive my temper. This job has been running me ragged lately. First, my autoloader foreman stages a walkout, and now my chief pescatological health manager is missing. This again? I swear, this is the last time I contract for any special requests. You can tell Grimm his poster came in. You can also tell him I got a better offer for it. So now it's going to Nell. That about cover it? No. I paid Sublight for it. So it's mine. And when Nell pays me for it, it'll be hers. Grimm may have asked for the poster, but it's not his until I take his money. Sure can. If you want to pay me more than Nell's offering. I got a feeling you and Catherine would get on like tumors on a pig. Take the poster then. And if I never hear another word about it, it'll be too soon. Something else on your mind? Braxton. He's in charge of getting the fish fat, but also making sure they don't get too many tumors. He's a real wizard with pharmaceuticals, but he has creative notions of working hours. Comes with living in a free colony, I guess. We're not keen on rules for rules' sake around here. Means Braxton skips work sometimes, but it also means no company boss is telling me when I can take a shit. Since you don't seem to be constrained yourself, maybe you could check up on him. He lives in the apartments. Tell him Velma said to get his lazy ass down here, or she might start noticing those extra jugs he's been taking from supply. Unless you're here to tell me he's agreed to do his job again, I've got nothing to say. Well, that's awful nice of him. Sure wouldn't have expected that. Thanks for your help. You've gotten me out of a tight spot here. Take this for your efforts. Honest work deserves honest pay.
Allez, bim, 500 cartouches.
Stealing's such a nasty word. Let's call it skimming. And yeah, let's just say I've noticed the stereobiotics we use for the fish would get used a little faster on Braxton's shifts. We're not like those corporate towns where you get fined for sleeping on the wrong side of the bed. Besides, the Spacer's Choice stuff we use is cheap enough. And Braxton knows how to get the salt tuna, fat and mostly tumor-free. Sublight boss out of Fallbrook. Handles most goods that come in or out of Stellar Bay. Has a mouth like a Ground 6 Spacer.
Ok, je débloqué un avantage. Allez, on va prendre 50% de dégâts des armes scientifiques.
Got any news from the rest of Halcyon?
Allez. The Outer Road. Épisode terminé. À bientôt pour la suite.